In this video, we'll start working on the delete user details test method, and I will create it right under the test update user details. The delete test method will run the very last one, and this is because right after we delete the user details from our database, we cannot run get user details and update user details anymore, and we can no longer log in with the details of this user. Once user is deleted, we don't have its details in the database, and if we run our test methods again, they will all fail. So this is why I'm placing the delete user details test method at the very bottom so that it runs the last one. So I will copy first part of the update user details test method so that I don't have to type it, and I will edit a little bit. So this method will be called D, and the comment to this method will be test the delete user details. Okay, so let's look at the controller for delete user details API call. So if I open a REST controller and scroll down to a delete mapping, this is the method that is responsible for deleting user details. It handles HTTP delete request, and it accepts a user ID as a path parameter. It can produce XML or JSON, and it does not accept any JSON payload or XML payload in the HTTP request body. So the only information about the user that we need to provide is its user public ID. And then once user is deleted, the response will contain operation result status model with the value of success. Okay, so let's test it. I will switch back to my rest assured and I will write a test method. So first of all, as always, we will start with given. Let's set headers first. So I will use header to set the authorization header. Just copy it from here. And then take it to a new line. And next, let's set accept header. I will also copy it from here, so we are accepting back JSON. We don't need to set content type HTTP header because we are not including any information in the HTTP request body. Okay, so we have set headers, and now I will set path parameter, and path parameter is user ID. Again, I can copy it from my previous test method like this. And now I will say when HTTP delete request is sent. So I will use delete this time, and HTTP delete request needs to be sent to the following URL. So I'll copy it from the previous test method. It needs to be sent to the context path and then /users /path parameter, which is in our case ID. Then we want to receive back HTTP status code 200. So I will use status code, and then expected status code is 200. If a different status code is returned, then this test method will fail. But if everything is okay, we should get back a status code 200, which means okay. And if status code is 200 and HTTP request is successful, then our web service endpoint will return a JSON document. So we can also check for content type, just like we did in the previous test method. So I'll copy content type, and then we can extract the response so that we can use JSON path and check if that JSON contains operation result, which is equal to success. So I will use extract and then response, and we'll assign it to a response object. So now when we have the response, I will work with it and read the operation result, which should be equal to success. So if I go to my user controller, and then this delete user method will return back operation status model, and it should contain operation result and operation name. So operation result in our case should be equal to success. So let's go back to our test method and use response object to access JSON path, and then get string from that JSON path, which is operation result. Let me copy it from the model. And that operation result we will assign to a new string object, which I will also call operation result. Okay, and now I will assert equals I will assert that operation result, the expected value should be equal to success, and the actual value is stored in the operation result, like this. So if I run this test method now, it should hopefully be successful and user will be deleted from our database. Let's try it.